All right, Brown Balls, we are back. Dodger Nation in the house. How you doing, Keneal?
The world champion Dodgers, baby. You saw they're getting their banner raised on Thursday and getting their championship ring on Friday. Ice Cube coming out on with a trophy on Thursday, and then dude, that was beautiful moment. God damn.
Yep, and we're back to back again. I think this year we're looking good too, man.
We're looking amazing. LA.
All right, well, we got a lot of stuff to go through today. We got March Madness updates, we have Lakers updates, NBA updates. We're running down for that.
They're currently down by 5, 56-61. Yeah, man, there's
let's
Lakers
start off
and
with
Dodgers.
the NBA first. How about that? Actually, yeah, trivia.
Actually, I want to do a trivia for you first. Kind of throw the curveball a little at you. You know? All right, man. All right, Tapas. All right. Here's a question for you. Who are the only two NBA players to win 2 championship rings without a top 75 teammate on the roster?
That top 75
There's only
teammate.
2. There's only 2.
2 championships, too, huh?
One's retired and one's active. I'll give you that.
Okay, one's active. LeBron.
Nope.
I'm trying to think of who has multiple right now. KD, no. Steph, no.
In NBA history, too. So
yeah.
And I don't want you to think too. When I say history, don't go too far.
Is this player like the best player on the team, and then he didn't have a or is he like was he the second best player?
Yeah, basically, he won 2 championship rings, but winning those 2 championship rings, the top 75 list that came out.
Yeah,
like he didn't have any of them on their team, and he still won.
Not Kawhi. Kawhi had Tim Duncan, right? One of them, so I didn't count. This is tough. Okay, all time.
See, Kawhi did with Toronto, but that's only 1 championship.
I think Toronto, but San Antonio wouldn't work.
2 championship rings. The key word is 2 championship rings. Okay, I'll give you another hint. It's after 2002. These 2 players played after 2000. After 2005, how about that? These 2 players won it after 2005. So now you have 20 years to think about. So I don't want you to go way back in history, Come on, man.
Without top 25.
How are you not going to get the first one? I said retired player, dude. Like, what's wrong with you?
Dude, I'm only thinking of superstars. I mean, D-Wade, no.
I gave you 20 years worth of superstars.
Kevin
Garnett, there's only one handful of players of superstars that retired in 20 years, dude.
Yeah, well.
Come on, bro.
Kevin Garnett, no.
Are you freaking shitting me, dude? This is why he's not your GOAT.
Kobe?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wait. Pau Gasol, isn't he top?
He's not top 75. No.
Oh, okay. That's why. I thought Kobe. I'm like, wait.
2009 and 2010 when he won it, he had no top 75 on his team. God dang, Tapas. You calling me your GOAT?
Dude, I honestly thought Pau Gasol. That's why I didn't even consider it. And then, obviously,
Pau Gasol never made the top 75 list.
Yeah.
All right. Let's active, Tapas. Come on now. Let's go.
Active.
Okay, I'll break it down for you. In the last 10 years. Come on, Tapas. You know he has to be a superstar. You know that. Come on. Last 10 years.
Dirk has 1 championship. Who the hell? Come on. Miami.
If you break it down, you'll know. Come on. Who won the most championship in this last 10 years?
Steph Curry?
Yes.
Wait, is it Klay Thompson? I said Steph Curry.
Klay Thompson's not top 75.
And my second guess was Steph Curry, and I'm like, no, it can't be him.
Because when he won it with Durant, that was top 75. But when he won it without Durant in 15, he had no top 75
again.
Right at that time, top 75 didn't come provision, right? So 2015, he had Clay, Draymond, and all them, right? No top 75, and then Clay still didn't make it, by the way. And then in 22, when they won, no Durant, dude. Steph Curry.
I honestly I never consider people. I guess I didn't consider to be top because you would think Pau Gasol would be a top 75 and Klay Thompson's second best shooter of all time should be a top 75. But
he didn't make that.
It's crazy. Wow. Okay. Well, lesson learned, man. Holy shit! I guess I underestimated how good.
I was shocked about the Kobe. I was shocked about Kobe for you, bro.
Right?
I was shocked about Kobe.
Chump change.
Come on, Tapas. I said 20 years and you couldn't.
Okay, so yeah, dude. Honestly, that was insane trivia. I had no idea. It's the most obvious answer: Steph Curry and Kobe, of course. Top 10 players of all time. But who would have guessed that they didn't win? Okay. All right, let's get into some NBA news. The Lakers, we're currently losing right now, right, to the Rockets.
Very close game.
We are sitting at number 4, which is not bad because we will play the Grizzlies first round, which I don't mind at all. I think we can beat the Grizzlies.
That'll be a sleepwalk.
But let's start with Grizzlies. Why fire the coach? See, 10 games left into the season. They all of a sudden at that time they were 4th seed. Now they're 5th seed. Like all of a sudden they fired a coach.
I never seen that, man. Never ever seen, especially under like 10 games to go, like 9 games exactly, and they fire a coach. And the thing was this: they're in the middle of the home court advantage, in the first round.
Exactly.
This is not a team that's out of the playoffs, like missed the playoffs. Like I never seen this with 9 games left, and you're making a push to make a home court, and like you fire your coach, like. That caught me.
Because they said the reason was he's lost the locker room. The players don't trust
with 9
him,
games left,
right?
though. Why do it now, though? Wait.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's weird, dude. Like I feel like it might be something like how Ime Udoka got fired. Some kind of scandal.
But yeah, that's different, right? It was against their conduct, right? Well, what they go by, and so they let him go. But that still didn't happen until the offseason. So
yeah,
with 9 games left, dude, they're 4th spot at the time or 5th or whatever. But like, how you gonna do that? Like, I mean, I understand. Yeah, he lost the locker room, or then the reports came out that Ja didn't like his offensive scheme and stuff.
Right.
With 9 games left, let him finish the season off. Like, I mean, you might make the second round. If we get hot, or you might not. I mean, but you'd be eliminated within end of April, regardless.
Yeah.
So.
What is the new head coach going to do? He walk in, all right, guys, 10 games left. We got to make sure we lock in the 4th seed. No, we didn't. Okay, we're on a 3-game losing streak all of a sudden.
They lost to Boston today.
And now we're going to be slipping possibly to the 6th seed, and maybe even dip into the 7th seed because they're pretty much just 1 game away from the 8th seed or the 7th seed. Yeah. So like, I just don't get the rationale behind it. I think it's a really, really stupid move on like. Why? When I saw them, I'm like, this can't be right. Like, this dude's not. I mean, he's a good head coach too.
9 games left.
He's not bad.
I mean, come on, man. What shocked me was the timing.
And Ja has been a little injured, and then Triple J has been injured most of the season. He's been in our lineup a lot. So like, what do you expect the coach to do? And he still got you to the 5th in the West, the toughest conference, and you fire him. And that was some.
I mean, like you said, he was doing a hell of a job. And he comes from the Spurs organization as well, so those coaches are very talented. And again, like you said, Ja was in and out. Triple J played most of the year. I mean, Desmond Bane was our best player, obviously, consistent player that played. But I mean, again, the timing, I don't understand. Like, why do it with only 9 games left, and you're in thick of the playoff race, where you can pretty much maybe move into second spot if you get on fire. If you close the 9 game out like correctly, you can easily get into second place. It's not too far off. And like right before you play the Lakers and Boston series, come on, why would you do that? That's the murder's row. Like, they played Lakers and then they played Boston today, and they lost to Boston, I think, And so why would you do that? I mean, it doesn't make. I don't know. I was so confused with that news, man. Like, he did. He was doing a good job. I mean, he was. Dang, man.
I mean, they're. I guess they're not where people thought they should be yet, but like at the same time, they're still there. But you're still 4th or 5th in the West. It's not like you said. It's not like you're playing for the play-in, or you're like the Phoenix Suns, where you're about to miss the playoffs because you have 3 superstars who've played all season and still can't make it, right? I mean, I get that. If it's the Suns' job, I get it, but not this one. This is so weird. But nonetheless, I mean, Memphis is a trouble organization, anyways. They don't know how to manage.
The thing was this, roster. Man. Ja Morant actually has taken step backwards. Ever since since 2023 when Grizzlies were number 1 or 2 or whatever, when Lakers beat them in the first round, in 2023 they had a great record and everything, and Ja was playing well. They had Dylan Brooks and everything. Like, ever since then, Ja, getting suspended, coming back and forth. He hasn't been the same player. He's taking a step back, even this year as well. I mean, he's not the explosion Ja Morant that we know of. Right. And so it's not really the coach's fault. I mean, he actually did a hell of a job, if you ask me. I mean, I do feel that he's gonna get hired by San Antonio right away. I do feel that.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. He's a good coach.
Or even go to, or even Charlotte, like team, or who needs you. It'll be great.
He'll get a job pretty easily because I mean he's been able to coach young player, which is I think important right now because a lot of teams are rebuilding. Exactly. So like I think he'll be good for like a young team. So yeah, I think San Antonio probably be the best spot, especially with we don't know what's gonna happen with Pop.
Exactly.
So might as well Wemby, De'Aaron Fox. That's a good duo too. Yeah, man. So let's get into some Lakers. We're fourth, like I said. We're tied right now, I think, with the Rockets. How are we looking, man? How are we looking?
So,
Fun fact for you, it could we spoke about defense a lot. They're
I want to talk about.
last 10 games, they are the worst defensive team in the NBA. But yes, let's talk about it.
Let me ask you a question, right? I mean, you are a Laker fan, but at the same time, you're not like me, who's a Homer Laker fan. Okay,
right. I'm a logical Laker
So
fan.
tell me this: the last 10 games, right? And I know, the funny thing is this: nobody has made a big deal of it, except for LeBron and maybe Luka. But playing that many games, like they went on, I forgot. Well, they played 12 games in 17 days or something, or 10 game, or like 10 games in like 13 days. I don't know what they did. They did something like that. Remarkable. Every other day was a game for them, or back to back. They still have 2 more sets left, but they just play so many back to backs. I mean, I feel like they're tired, man. Like, to be honest with you, the way they had back to backs were insane. I mean, the reason that happened was because of the fire that happened, back in January.
Right.
The couple of games got canceled, so they had to push it back, and that's how the back to back became overwhelming right now towards the end of the season. So far, they survived, but I mean, I just feel tired legs, man. Like, I think they're crawling to that finish line just to stay above that playing tournament, and if they can just stay above that playing tournament, and they get the whole week off, it will do so much for them. I know that for a fact, right? And what do you think, man? I mean, this past 10 games, yeah, we struggled. We were like, I don't know, 2-8 or 4-6, whatever the case is. What do you think, man? Do you see that or no? I mean,
no, I see. I mean, that's why I think LeBron shouldn't have come back this early. He should have fully rested up. Maybe come back the last 5 games of the season, maybe against OKC, right? That's a good one to like measure up, see where we're at. But I think he rushed himself back because Luka was doing okay without him,
winning,
right? Like I think. Right, we were winning. We were doing okay. I mean, not. And then once he came back, we lost the 3 straight games that LeBron came back with. I think he rushed it back. He probably should just taken some time off and then come back later in the season. But main thing is Luka's health, dude. I don't think LeBron can carry this team into where you think this team could go. I think Luka can. So main thing is maybe should we rest Luka? Should we give him some days off? Because maybe the back-to-backs, and he always kind of says back-to-back, right? So we have a back-to-back from Golden State to New Orleans, but I sit in New Orleans, right? And then after that, we have a back-to-back from OKC to Dallas, which he won't sit down for Dallas, but maybe he can sit at OKC.
I think so too.
So like, maybe give him some rest that way. But yeah, I think we're only 2 games ahead of. We're checking 2 games out of the 8th seed.
So this is how it breaks down, right? It goes. So we are about 3 games or 2.5 games behind three games behind number 2, and we're only 2.5 for the play-in
from the 8th. Yeah.
So,
and we have a tough schedule. We have OKC back to back. I mean, we got the Rockets today, which is the second best team in the league.
Which we got to win. We're winning right now by 5, but we got to win this game because if we could win, if we could take care of business with the Rockets, then we're tied with their thing, and their division, right? So
yeah, because we're gonna play Rockets one more time. Then we got Golden State still too. So like we got a tough end of the year schedule.
What do you think about what you think about that back-to-back game, right? Buzzer beater to win and buzzer beater to lose, right? Against Indiana versus Chicago, right? Like that's another back-to-back where I was like, God dang. Indiana, we pulled it out. And then Chicago, we were up by 18 in the 4th quarter, and we gave that lead up. And then the last 3 plays were all LeBron-involved plays. And the thing that, okay, I love LeBron. I do feel like, what he's doing is incredible stuff. But the thing that LeBron does, man, like, okay, that pass, Kobe would never make. That's called laziness right there. Why are you making that pass?
Yeah.
We had a timeout in our pocket. There was no point to do that pass, That's such a lazy pass, which turned into a 3, and they got a lead by 1. And then it was supposed to be an Austin Reeves, game winner, right? Dude, there was only like 3 seconds left. Why are you not pressuring the ball?
Yeah. Why even give it a chance?
Why even give it a momentum going
court?
For a half-court shot?
Yeah.
I understand they beat us by half-court. Good night, whatever. He makes it, shake their hand, good night. No. The only thing I didn't like about it was LeBron was right there, and instead of like pressuring, Giddy,
he's kind of put his hand
but he did at the half court when already Giddy was
Yeah.
already in his momentum shooting, But why not just pressure him a little more so he can like make it a little difficult for him to shoot that, right? Like, I don't know, man. That Chicago game, I'm still not over, man. That was pissing me off.
Well, it's like what's his name? I forgot who it was. They said, one lucky shot deserves another. So LeBron had the lucky shot against Pacers, and then we got beat by lucky shots. It's just karma.
And the thing is this, right? Sometimes I really question LeBron's like IQ in defensive side, because what I mean by that is like, so let's rewind that game, right? So we were up by 5, right? And Chicago called a timeout with 12 seconds left, and Giddy's inbounding the ball, right, towards the Lakers bench. So I have a question: why is LeBron trying to double like Cody or whatever his name is, Kobe White, whatever his name is? Cody White, whatever his name, what the fuck his name is. Gave it his man was Williams. He gave an open shot to Williams. Dude, like, why are you doubling?
Well, you think Cody White was going off that game, though, no?
No, I think he was right there guarding him. Or Luka, whoever the hell was guarding him, was right there. It wasn't a misassignment. The guy was there. But why are you doubling? And then Williams made that 3 and cut it to 2. And then LeBron wants to inbound the ball. What was the rush of inbounding the ball? Inbounding the ball.
Just like, that lazily too.
We're like,
I get if he's trying to a quick pass right away, but it was like it was like a lazy like underhand pass, and he's like, dude, what kind of pass is that? Like, it's not even a quick like chest pass that you're trying to get out as fast as you can. No, it was just like a lazy pass. And that's the thing with LeBron, and like I tell you all the time, like on defense he's a liability. So is Luka. Like, what are we gonna do? These two. When LeBron wants to play, he can probably play 1 or 2 possessions of great defense. After that, he's kind of just like gets tired. Obviously, he's old,
that's why
so he will get tired.
Lakers, have those wing defenders, right? I mean, they're not the best, but that's why you got to play team defense, right? I mean, that's why you have Garrett, and that's why you have Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves is pretty good. He's not bad, you have Rui, right? That's why you have those athletic defenders where they have energy to go guard those players, right? You kind of cover up for LeBron's and laziness. I don't even honestly, man, to be honest with you, defense is all about heart and hustle. It's not skills. And they're the fucking laziest people I know. It's lazy, and LeBron's fucking lazy. Like I understand they're tired, but dude, come on, man. Just don't have your man pass you. Like, it breaks down the defense. Like, keep your man in front of you at least, and like they take plays off on defense.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, man.
I mean, that's the scary thing with how Lakers have been playing, is that their defense has been exposed a little bit. I mean, it's if our offense is not clicking that game, we're gonna lose by 100%, dude. That's my only thing. With Lakers' hope is just that we just shoot them out like out of the gym like crazy. Other than that, if it's a defensive game, if it's a close game, it's tough for them to win that game. They're really, really hard to watch, honestly, when it's a close game, because you just never know.
I agree.
They give a lead, they give up.
And Lakers have the second toughest schedule and the regular season off. There's only like 8 games left or 7 games left now, and they're the toughest, and it's just crazy.
I mean, they're playing OKC twice, which is on a 10-game winning streak right now. It's crazy.
But I do feel OKC will start resting the players too.
Yeah, they have to.
Like, there's no point.
I mean, they're in such a big lead in the West. Like, you might.
Today they blew out Chicago by like 30, right? At one point, the game they're up by like 45. Like, like the Chicago team that we lost to.
Yeah, twice. We got blown out once, and then the buzzer beater.
It's so funny, man. And then, did you hear about? I love JJ Redick, man. Honestly, he has done a remarkable job. I like the fact that he's very, data, like, visionary. He loves data. Like, I love it. Data analytics. He's like really high behind that, right? Which is good. You don't want to be too much data analytics. It will bite you behind your ass. But like, it's crazy. There, right before, what game was it? Against the Memphis game, during his pre-presser, I guess a reporter asked him, right? Because I don't know if you know this, Ja was actually out for the past like 5 games, 6 games, right? And all of a sudden, he was questionable against our Lakers, where every game he was already out. And, I'm talking about he's been out, from the day before the game starts, he's out. He's not playing. Mm-hmm. He's not playing. He's ruled out. All of a sudden, he becomes questionable. All of a sudden, he takes that, Space Jam, magic potion, in the locker room. He's ready to play, man.
He's back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so the reporter asked him, right, that, hey, your players are noticing, right? Their players are, when you're facing the opposition team and their players are out for other teams, but all of a sudden when Lakers are in town or when they're hosting Lakers or playing against the Lakers, the players become available all of a sudden. And he's like, yeah, I have my team, researching that. And we are actually the highest in percentage wise, which is he said 80% that the players come back during against the Lakers, 80%. And he's like, no one's close to us. And I don't know, man, it's crazy because people don't get up for OKC, Boston, Denver. It's just they're just ready for it's something with Lakers, man. They're just ready. This instance so many times where Denver players rested their players just because they're gonna face the Lakers the next day or something, or 2 days later, Same thing with Boston, they did the same shit, and it's so funny, man. I just don't get it.
It's because LeBron, man. Luka and LeBron, they gotta be ready. They gotta be ready to go for those two. They want to prove a point, maybe. That's why they get ready.
This is where remember when they say that market doesn't matter anymore because
That's not true.
Yeah, I disagree with that because the reason people want to play against the Lakers is because everyone's tuning into it.
Mm-hmm.
The world's tuning into it, right? And the reason players want to show out and play well against the Lakers is because the name gets out there, right? I'll tell you right now, Dylan Brooks got that contract because of LeBron. He became that villain against LeBron.
Yeah.
He played against LeBron in the playoffs, and he played like that, right? I mean, Dylan Brooks is now worth 4 years. What do you got? 4 years, 85?
80,
I don't know what.
80 million, yeah.
Something, man. He's not worth $85 million. Dude, the guy puts up 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist.
Defender, that's about it.
That's not $85 million worth of money right there, man. So LeBron handed him that contract right there. So I'm just saying, when people say, "Oh, players don't want to play in the big market because there's no such thing called big market anymore because all teams, all market are good now. They're equal." Bullshit, man. Playing for Lakers, playing for Yankees, playing for Dodgers, playing for Cowboys, playing for Steelers, those kind of teams,
yeah. No, that's why there's the whole conspiracy about the NBA struggling because some of the big market teams are not doing well, like the Lakers and Knicks, all of them. So let's give Luka to the Lakers to get the NBA energized, and it has. Everyone started watching the NBA again. But that's the thing. I agree with you. I think big market team is still very much in demand. I think some of these players who are in small markets Giannis are looking to get out of it. I think he's especially with what happened to Dame. I think he's ready to just be this is we've had a good run. Let me go to New York. Let me go to Miami. Let me go to somewhere big, LA even. Who knows?
I really think he'll come to LA. If Lakers try really hard.
If LeBron retires, then he might come to LA for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Pairing him up, and I agree with you, man. That Damian and Giannis was a disaster.
That's so sad, dude.
I mean, they never worked out.
It's not like what was the other player who had Wemby? It's not like the shoulder, the blood clots in the knee, so it's less travel likely to the heart, which is the main concern. So hopefully he recovers well. But it's so unfortunate. I mean, Dame's a damn good player, dude.
Dame hasn't been the same player ever since he left Portland.
Yeah,
he hasn't been the same. He looked never comfortable in Milwaukee, man.
Yeah.
And, my brother's a huge Portland fan, and, so is my other friend, and I told him the same thing. Him and Giannis don't really work well together, man.
I think they work well together, but they have a really shitty coach. Doc Rivers is not good. And I think he has no idea how to control a locker room, and all this. So I don't think he's a good coach at all.
If there's a coach that's basically,
overrated.
Not overrated, but benching on that one championship is Doc Rivers.
Yeah, for sure. Did you hear his comment in the podcast where he said everyone always talk about how I had lost the most 3-1 leads in the history of NBA, but no one thinks about that I actually got those 3 wins in the first place. It's bro, that doesn't help your case at all. Like if you won 3 games in straight, and then but you lost 3-1, that's actually worse. You're not helping your case at all. Like I don't understand what his logic was.
It doesn't make any sense, dude. Like, what do you like?
And then the biggest thing from yesterday was the Minnesota and the Detroit fight, the brawl that happened.
So stupid,
was it
man.
7 or how many players got ejected?
Yeah, like about
7.
5 players and 2 coaches.
Yeah. Crazy. I mean, not quite Malice in the Palace, but still very chippy. You love to see it. Of course, Isaiah Stewart's in the middle of all this too. Yeah, he's like a wannabe Dylan Brooks Draymond, but not as talented as those two. Just more like just want to punch him. Remember, he wanted to punch LeBron. Like, bro, I get he's a giant guy, but LeBron will beat the shit out of you. Like,
he's close. There. He's only there just to fight, man. Like, just play the freaking game, dude. Like,
he's a good enforcer, but I mean, as far as contributing to the team, not really.
I don't get it, man. To be honest with you, but like, I mean, that fight was really embarrassing for Detroit and Minnesota, and then you have Detroit's head coach getting ejected too, Bernie Bickerstaff.
Yeah,
like, what was he doing? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you're a head coach. Where's your composure? Like, relax. Like, like, what's wrong with you?
Of all the people to Bickerstaff, I wouldn't have guessed he would just jump into the pool like that. If it was Udoka, I would understand. Even JJ Redick would probably go out there, but I wouldn't. Bickerstaff's such a nice person. He would be like, no thanks, I'm good.
Exactly.
He got into it.
It doesn't make any sense at all, man, to be honest with you. Like, I was just so shocked. I was like, what the hell?
Let's see. And then I think the only thing is Boston's kind of getting close. You think Boston catches Cleveland for the first spot? Because they're only 4 games away now. Yeah. I mean, Cleveland has to go on a really bad losing streak.
I still think Boston comes out of the East. Cleveland, Cleveland doesn't. They're not the team. Everyone like Stephen A. and all them and Charles Barkley love their Cleveland Cavaliers, man. No,
yeah,
nah, Boston's coming out of the East, man.
Yeah, and Boston's gonna win that for sure. I think Boston is just way, way, way too good. Unless there's again injuries happen, then you never know. But outside of that, as constructed, dude, Boston's gonna kill them.
Injuries out of the control, of course, right? Everyone. So yeah.
All right, let's get into some
baseball,
college basketball. Actually.
Oh, college basketball. Yeah.
What about brackets, dude? We got the Final Four ready to go, right? So we got Duke versus Houston, and we got Auburn versus Florida. And like you said, no Cinderella, all number ones.
Which isn't that crazy, man? To be honest with you,
just a powerhouse of teams, man.
1-1 versus 1-1, man.
And honestly, their Elite 8 games weren't even that close. I mean, Florida probably only because they only won by 5, but the other games were not even close at all. So it's a dominant victory by number 1.
I can say about this matchups, which is Florida against Auburn and Houston versus Duke, is that it's gonna be great games. They're all 4 teams are number 1. All 4 teams are good in every aspect of the game, defense, offense. The coaches, coach them well,
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a really good game to watch because it's not gonna be a blowout. For a fact it's gonna be a close game because they're all 4 teams are powerhouses, man. And I want to see, finally, Cooper Flag will get challenged now, because Houston's a really good team, man, and Florida and Auburn. People are making a big deal about Auburn thing. I don't know if you've seen it, man, that most of their players are like super seniors. Like their starters, like their centers, like 25. A player named Boomy or something, he's like 24, 23 or something. They're all like super seniors, And so they're saying that that's the reason they're there, because obviously they're playing men. It's like men against boys, kind of thing, And so they're like, so they don't think they're a real deal. In Florida, it's their, came out of nowhere kind of thing, So
I mean, as far as favored goes, Duke is favored by 5.5 points against Houston. And then Florida is favored by 2.5 against Auburn. So
they're both close games.
I mean, I think it's gonna be Florida and Duke in the championship game.
I think Auburn's gonna pull it off, man, because the coach is just crazy. I've seen him play, coaching Tennessee when he started off. I forgot his name, but he's crazy. He's good. And Houston and Duke, man, I want to go for Duke, dude, because Cooper Flag, man. But something tells me something about Houston, man. I'm
Think so?
just, dude. I mean, Sampson, right? That's the coach name from Houston. He's a good coach, man. He's a really good coach, you know, and people don't realize how good he is, you know. I mean, he's taking this team to Final Four a couple of times, man, you know, and so I don't know. I mean,
be interesting.
Yeah.
Can't wait, dude. Holy crap. I am kind of shocked though, like the number one teams make it all the way through. That is, we haven't seen it for a while, right? I don't know when the last time we saw it when all the number one teams made it to the Final
Bruce
Four.
Pearl, that guy from Auburn, man. That coach is crazy good. So I do think Auburn wins it, and I think, dude, Duke and Houston game is gonna be close, man.
I want Duke to win it all.
I do too, man. I mean, Cooper Flag is Cooper Flag, man, you know, but gosh, man, I'm telling you, dude, I think they're gonna suffocate Cooper Flag. I mean, they know Cooper Flag is the only, you know, basically guy that, you know, runs everything, right? So I think they're gonna he's a very smart coach, man. I'm telling you. Just watch his X and O. It's really good, dude. I mean, I followed him when he was in Indiana as well, too, you know? And so he's good. He's a good coach. So it's gonna be a great game, man. This happened a few years ago too. All four number ones made it, and games were close, man. I mean, so games are gonna be close. There's gonna be no blowout, you know. It's gonna be great. Can't wait. I'm excited.
Nice. All right. Last but not least, we got baseball season underway. With the Dodgers starting off hot already. How are we looking?
We're looking good, brother. We're looking good right now. I'll give you a live update. It is. We're up 4-0 against Atlanta. Let's see if Atlanta has done anything. It's actually commercial, but I'll find out for you right now.
We're up 6-0.
6-0. Okay. So yeah, but Dodgers looking amazing. They haven't lost. They look unbeatable, man. The only thing is that our rookie pitcher had a very bad outing. He barely got through first inning, and he got pulled in the second. And you know, he gave up 2 runs already by then, and like a couple people on base, so they took him out. He looked shaky, and he also looked shaky during his first game too, kind of. You know, when we played in Tokyo or Japan, whatever we played, against Cubs. So growing pains. I do feel like they should ease him into it. I think he should go pitch in minors. If I'm Dave Roberts, look, get him comfortable, and like get him like, you know, let him get acclimated to, you know, Major League Baseball. So at least with minor leagues, he can throw his pitches, and you know the players are not that powerful and strong, and you know good at what they're doing. You know, so I think if he does a couple starts in minor, man, I think he'll be more comfortable when he's, you know, pitching for Dodgers. And so let's see. That's my true opinion, but I'm telling you, man. So far, Dodgers look great. Like I'm not surprised. I'm not disappointed, man, in any way. To be honest with you,
I mean, I think if they need to have him go into the minors, it's probably now, right? Early season, get the nerves out, get him used to it a little bit before we really need him in the, you know, the final playoff push. Yeah, dude, the Dodgers look dominant. I mean, I don't want to say just yet, but they look good.
And then let's talk about some Yankees right now, man. So they hit 15 home runs over the weekend.
That's crazy.
Against you know, who they played. And have you heard of torpedo bats?
No, what is that?
So in the Yankees system, right, a coach who was analytically driven came up. You know, he basically broke down, you know, every pitch, every hit, you know, and you know what goes into it, right? So a torpedo bat is basically he figured out that, you know, instead of like, you know, a bat of the wood kind of being like linear, like just being one single thing, he says that why not, you know, have more wood towards the middle. So when the ball actually hits the middle, it'll actually go further. Instead of like kind of having it even from middle to the end. Let's have it more towards the middle, because obviously you don't want the ball to be hitting towards the end of the bat, because that's going to be a pop fly right away. He kind of figured a way out that to be in the rules and regulation, he said that let's keep more of the wood in the middle of it, you know? And it worked for the Yankees. On Saturday or Friday game, they hit like, 9 home runs?
Yeah.
They tied like Major League Baseball for it, man.
It was 20-9.
It's insane, man. So like, yeah, so now Braves ordered their torpedo bats too. So it's like gone wild, man. Torpedo
But
bats
they're legal,
everywhere,
right?
man.
They've been around for a while. No one just kind of use them because they're so weird to hold. Is that why?
No, I mean they look similar. It's just that it's just. I mean, you can tell. Obviously, you can tell a differential, right? I mean, the one bat is like just a regular baseball bat. The other one is you can see like in the middle there's like it's a little bigger,
a little bit bigger,
a little thicker. Yeah, a little thicker. That's about it, And so, but I guess it worked out for the Yankees, man. They scored 15 home runs. I mean, that's remarkable.
That's crazy.
In the weekend series, man. That's like if you average that, that's like they almost hit like 4 home runs a game. That's insane, man. If you average it out that whole weekend, But yeah, man. So it's kind of going chaotic right now with torpedo bats, man. So
do you think the Dodgers should start doing that too? We already have a really good offense,
bro. We're already good. We don't even need this torpedo bat, man. But imagine Shohei, hitting torpedo bat.
Torpedo bat, yeah.
That guy would never even miss a home run. Then, man, imagine that. Man. Talking about Dodgers, man. Did you hear about Freddie Freeman news today?
No, what happened?
So in the shower, I guess he, the ankle that that gave him problems in the playoffs, that he got surgically done. He twisted in the shower.
Oh my God.
I mean, I would have trusted the guy that it happened in the shower. I mean, hopefully this is not like a Jeff Camp move, back in the 2000. I don't know if when he said that I was washing my car or something.
Oh.
And
or like under Karolinko, right? And he injured himself.
Red Monovich. Remember Red Monovich for the Lakers too?
Ski trip,
he said ski trip, but he didn't want to say that. He said, something else happened. And same with Jeff Camp from the Dodgers, where he said that, I was washing my car and I slipped and broke my wrist, but it was like motorcycle accident or something. And motorcycle was prohibited in his contract, So I want to believe Freeman. I want to believe Freeman, but like. In the shower, you really gonna twist your ankle that bad, man? That you're day to day now, man. Like I don't know,
jump
man.
up or something like that? What the hell?
What were you doing in the shower? That's my question.
Why would
you
ever twist your ankle in the shower?
What were you doing in the shower? That's my question.
It's like I mean, it's like one of those things. What's his name? Was it Vlad Guerrero? He like tore his ACL trying to do some stupid move on the first base. Remember?
No, Milton Bradley. No, Milton Bradley.
Right. He did something stupid and tore his ACL.
He went to first and they called him out and he started jumping.
Yeah, that's right.
I still haven't forgotten that, man. That shit is funny, dude. That's hilarious, to be honest with you, man.
Well, hopefully, I mean, they say it's just a couple of games, right? Then he'll be back after swelling comes down. Yeah. He'll be back. So that's crazy.
Great.
All right, man. Anything else? What else we got going on?
Nothing, bro. Just Laker game is good. They're up by 4 with 6 minutes to go. Hopefully we keep this lead up, man. I mean, that's how I've been going back and forth in my head, huh? That's about it, man.
As far as NFL news, nothing really. We got Russell Wilson going to the Giants to pretty much end his career. Oh, yeah, man.
What do you think about that move? I mean, it's so funny when Jameis Winston signed that deal with Giants. Everyone's like, "Oh, they got their QB." I'm like, "No, they didn't." It's like that's just a backup money right now.
I mean, Wilson said that. I think this is Sierra wants to be in New York, so this is a good spot for him to be at. Maybe he's probably just going to go there to retire essentially, so he can settle down and they can do their own thing afterwards.
He's basically done, dude.
He's done. His career's done.
Rodgers
still getting high somewhere, so I think Steelers are still waiting for him. I don't know why they're still waiting for him, honestly. They might as well have started something else.
They lost both of the QBs, bro.
Yeah.
One to the Jets. Isn't it funny? The one guy went to the Jets, and the other guy went to the
Giants.
They're both in New York. They both were backup for each other. They both
crazy, dude. But
it's insane, man.
I don't know why the Steelers are still hanging on. They really should move on from Aaron Rodgers because they already got a headaches in the house. They might as well start early.
So you know the thing about Steelers, man. In their franchise history, they haven't really drafted a QB well.
Right.
They always signed a QB that turned out to be well.
Is Big Ben, was he signed or was he homegrown?
No, that was one of their draftee. They drafted him. He turned out well. But that's the whole Steelers thing is like they don't really draft well with QBs.
Yeah, because they had Kenny Pickett. They drafted. He sucks.
Yeah, man. They don't draft QBs well. Let's see what happens, man. It's gonna be Very, very interesting. I mean, I want to see how Russell Wilson does in the Jets, and then Giants, and then the other guy does in the Jets. Draft is around the corner, not around the corner, about a month away. So we're getting close to that. It's going to be in Green Bay, man. Out of all places, the draft. I want to see, how that goes. And you dropped off, Tapas.
Okay, I don't know what happened.
No, you're
that
good.
was weird. Like it just said we're still recording. You're fine. It's just on my end. It just stopped recording.
I thought you hated that. I thought you hated the fact that he's in Green Bay that you disappeared on me. You're like, I'm out. You're like, I'm out. Peace. I'm like, damn, man. All I got is Green Bay, and you disappeared, dude. I was like, that was on cue, man. That was on cue. God dang, man. But yeah, man, that's about it, bro.
I think that's we'll take it there. We have this weekend, obviously we got the final 4 games coming up. Should be pretty crazy close overall, and I think it'd be a great couple of games. And then we got 2 weeks left for the NBA season, right? 2 weeks. 6-7 games per team.
2 weeks left, man. We have about 7-8 games left. That's about it, man.
Get close, man. We'll get a better idea where the Lakers land because we got OKC twice. We got to beat the Rockets today, no matter what happens. We got to beat these.
I hope we win against the Rockets, man. That's my biggest thing, man. I mean, we need to win against the Rockets because
we just got to stay out of 6th spot. Just stay away from Nuggets. Honestly, anybody else I feel like okay with, but the Nuggets, please not this early. Yeah. All right. Well, until then. Brown balls out.